Good afternoon to everyone. We are just waiting for Sonali to join. We will start.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Rahul this side from IGDT Anveshan Foundation.
Yeah. Hi, Rahul.
Hi, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Few of our participants have joined.
Okay.
We can start. They will join in between. I think we need not to waste the time.
And we can wait for another 2 minutes.
Minute. Oh, sure. No problem.
Sure. Okay.
Rahul,
Yes.
Rahul,
Yes.
Rahul, I could not able to change my name, Rachna Anand this side. Actually, it's on my daughter's name, Khushi Siroi. So if you want to take an
I
inventory, so
I will change this. I will change it.
just count me in Rachna Anand, right?
Yes, I have read.
Right. Thank you so much.
Ma'am Sonali Jha, I think we can start with the session. Dr. Oda might have given you a hint. We are running a total 70-hour program on women entrepreneurship acceleration program. Out of 70, 30 hours are the common session, and this is a part of a specific special series session which is under AI, SaaS, big data. So we expect a crowd of 15 to 20 people, ma'am, here. Are, am I audible? Na?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, ma'am. So participants, today's this session will be taken by Sonali Jha ji. She is founder and director of Cunomial Technologies Pvt Limited. Ma'am started her company in 2018, and before that she was working with various companies like Golden Fish, Cold Spring Harbor, New York Times, and other. Ma'am holds a master degree in computer science from New York University. So I suggest you to take the best benefit out of this session. And now, ma'am, I hand over it to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Rahul.
Ma'am.
So before starting the session, I would like to understand about the cohort. So if any one of you can just give a quick overview about the type of companies and about your cohort, it will be great.
Yes, all participants can introduce themselves just briefly. I request you all to unmute yourself and introduce.
Yeah,
Also,
just
ma'am,
like your company, your sector, so that I will get a better understanding about your cohort, and then I will take the session,
but yes,
including all the focus area.
yes. Also, ma'am, I will make you co-host, matlab host for the session as I am out, so I may have a network disruption here, ma'am.
No
Actually, I
problem.
was traveling right now.
No problem. I'll take care.
Sure. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. All can unmute yourself, participants. Yes.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
My name is Divya. I am currently doing my stationery retailing through GEM portal.
Okay.
And I have actually restarted my career after my children had grown up. So I am 45 years old. So I restarted my career during COVID, and I am doing stationery retail to government organization, all the office supplies. This is what I'm doing right now, but I plan to do and go into the venture of biofuels later on.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello. Yes.
Pallavi this side. So
Okay.
I am the founder of Meraki Creations, and it's a digital marketing agency. So we started 2 years back with we have all the digital solutions like search engine optimization, social media marketing, graphic designing, content writing, video editing. So all these services we are providing, and it's a proprietary firm. We started 2 years back.
Okay. Nice.
Good afternoon.
Good
My name is
afternoon.
Rachna Anand, and I'm into government exports pre-COVID, but now I have a planning to get into e-commerce for Indian platforms, basically for the plus size women and for the kids wear.
Okay. Nice. Komlas, can you?
Yeah, I'm Vanaja Shirsagar. This is my mother's phone,
Okay.
and I'm not able to change the name.
No worries. No worries. That's fine.
Taken. So I'm a recently retired teacher, and I have started a coaching center. And I'm teaching on my own, but I want to, expand it, get other teachers on board, so that I have a center where all subjects are taught.
Okay. Nice. Okay. And you all are based out of Mumbai or Delhi?
No,
Like,
I am in Delhi, Noida.
Ready, ma'am.
okay, all of you.
Yes,
Nice. Sumati.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, good afternoon. My name is Sumati Sachin Oberoi. I have been a teacher for past 12 years, more than 12 years. Now I have come up with an idea, and the company name would be Fledglings. It will be a YouTube channel initially where children will be able to see animated videos. So USP of my product, I should say, because there will be an application soon, will be that the content which will be there will not be regular more times that they see.
गिर जाओगे आप इस पे बैठो ना वो एक साइड से धस जाएगी आप गिर जाओगे नीचे
Miss Divya, could you please mute Miss Divya? Thank you. Okay, so it will be a YouTube channel and then application, and it will be a little different because it will talk about real life and all that. And very soon there will be merchandise as well, t-shirts and kurtas with those messages. For example, be compassionate, be kind, because we have seen when it comes to adults, there are n number of options available. Like we women and men wear be compassionate, be kind and all that. But when it comes to kids, we always see mama's boy, papa's boy, I love my family, not these kind of such like messages, I should say, quotes. So I really want them to learn. So I think whatever their thoughts are, they should flaunt it. And the best way to flaunt your thoughts and your learnings is when you wear it, right? Because people see. So I really look forward to starting with this, and I really keep my fingers crossed that I'll be able to make people understand what this product is all about.
Nice. Okay.
Hi, I'm Pooja. I'm the founder of Uttardai. So I'm currently into retailing of organic staples, and I have a retail store in Noida. So half of the store is zero waste organic grocery, and half of it is artisanal based home decor and home utility items.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dr. Jasmine.
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
So, ma'am, I'm a dental surgeon, and currently I want to work. The idea is for dentistry and healthcare in India specifically. What exactly is the idea? I'm not sure right now. I know the gaps, and I have to come up with an idea that works. But doctors are never taught, the business or those aspects. So I want to first gain the network and the knowledge of how this works, and then if I proceed with it, I guess this will be helpful for me.
Sure. Okay.
Thank
Nice.
you.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Myself, Saima Ahmadi. Basically, I'm a PhD scholar. So right now I'm pursuing my PhD in medical microbiology field. So I came up with an idea to design some potent antifungal agents which have like less toxicity as well as they are cost effective also. So actually what happened in today's scenario, there is continuously increase in the resistance during whatever current available antifungal drugs is available, they are start of emerging resistance. So the potent antifungals which are available today, they are not able to respond against these pathogens. So I want to design some potent antifungal agents which have very good efficacy, plus they will also cost effective also.
Okay.
So this is just overall idea.
Okay. Nice.
Thank you.
I think Purnima and Anjali.
Yes, hello.
Yes,
Am I
Anjali.
audible, ma'am? Yes, good
Yes, yes,
afternoon, ma'am.
Anjali.
My name is Anjali Prajapati, and I am currently working as a chemistry and biology lecturer, Navsati Government School, and my idea and my setup and personally coaching institute in all subjects in Delhi.
So you have competitor in your cohort only. Okay.
Yes,
Or you can collaborate actually.
yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Ma'am.
Yes, we'll collaborate.
Yeah. All are done?
Good afternoon, Purnima this side.
Yes, Purnima.
My idea is just an idea basically right now. I'm planning for training session or a kind of training platform regarding the communication skills, behavioral aspects, and the decorum of the office environment, especially with the government sector, the hierarchy, the behavior patterns with the designations.
Okay. Nice. Anybody else? All are done? Okay. So I can see a mix of cohort into health domain, education sector, e-commerce. Okay. So first of all, I would like to say congratulations. You have taken a decision to start something of your own, which is very it needs a different type of mindset. Okay. Everybody likes their routine job. They don't want to do something extra. So first of all, I would like to congratulate for that, because you all have the potential to contribute to a range of social and economic development. Okay, you can be a employment generator. You can generate many employments. You can reduce the poverty. You can help in improvement in the nutrition. I have seen like one of you is into health sector, two of you into health sector. So you can help in the quality of life, improvement in nutrition, health, and overall food security in the national economy. Okay. So basically, you all have the beauty of your cohort is you all have the entrepreneurial mindset, and your way of thinking, it enables you to overcome challenges, be decisive, and accept the responsibilities for your outcomes. Okay. And there is a constant need, like it's not like we have idea, we are working on that. Right? There is a constant need to improve your skills, learn from your mistakes. I'm sure you're going to make mistakes, okay? That every startup founders does. So you're going to learn from your mistakes and take continuous action on your ideas. Okay. So as an entrepreneur, one of the important tasks you can perform is getting your idea out from your head. So as Dr. Sabina, right? Dr. Jasmine mentioned, right? She's still brainstorming, and definitely she will come up with an idea. So as an entrepreneur, one of the important tasks is to you can perform is getting your idea out from your head into a tangible format so that you can communicate that with others, like other stakeholders in the ecosystem. Okay. So I would also like to mention, like, to be a successful entrepreneur, it's not necessary to have we should be we should do MBA, right? It is not important. The 4 important mindset which any entrepreneur should have is, first, to anticipate the failure. Okay. An entrepreneur who makes it big on the first try is a rare story. It is very, very rare story. Okay. So the path to success is not straight. The road is full of challenges. The journey will take many detours. Like, let's suppose today you are starting with one idea. Maybe in future you will detour, and then you can work upon different product and services. Okay. So no matter how meticulously you plan, you are going to make a mistake. So learn from those mistakes, and also how you can do is by not by not anticipating the failure. Okay. The next mindset I can say is let go and delegate. Your co-founder, it's not necessarily to have a co-founder at the beginning, but eventually you will need it because you cannot run the show by yourself. So you need to have a core team members who can provide diverse type of skill sets. Okay. And you have to have a mindset to let go and delegate. So you can most of the founders have the tendency to do everything by their own. That will not work in long run. Okay. So you should have a tendency to let go and delegate. You should make leaders like you who can take your business to another level. Then the third mindset should be to stay curious. Okay. Because you have to learn new skills, as you have mentioned, right? Dr. Jasmine mentioned, she need to learn the business skills in medical. Like they were not taught about the business, like how to run the business and what are the important parameters to follow in order to run a successful company, right? So you have to stay curious, you have to learn new skills, and the last one is follow your instincts, because your intuition, especially the founder's intuition, is very different. There is a survey by Stanford University and also by the Kaufman Foundation, and found like 98% of the company founders said that the willingness to take risk is a usual stepping stone to entrepreneurial success. Okay, successful entrepreneurs relied on their gut feeling when it comes to hiring people for their businesses, because you will understand who will work or who will not work, right? In some cases, there is a need of very intellectual people. In some cases, you need average people. So based upon your product and service offerings, you will decide and you will be a better judge. Okay. So you have to follow your instinct, you have to follow your gut feeling. So these are the common entrepreneurial mindset, which you should have, and I'm sure you must be having it. That's the reason you are part of this cohort. And without taking much time, I would like to share my screen. So today's topic is around growth strategies with SaaS products pertaining exceptional performance. Can anybody of you tell me like what is SaaS product or what is a SaaS business model? Any one of you?
It's like a software as a service.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. So particularly you offer a software or so basically it could be like an app, or it could be a software which aims to solve any particular problem of the customer.
Can you give me some example of SaaS products?
Recently we just had a meeting with one of the session holders like you. So he was building a SaaS product around connecting all the influencers on Instagram.
Okay.
His model is to help out brands to manage our promotions. So that is one example that I can share.
Okay. Anybody else? Yeah, that's a good example. Anybody else?
Dropbox.
Okay. Yes.
Or maybe
Web meeting.
Yes. Zoom and all our SaaS products. Yes.
Shopify.
Yes.
Yeah, or maybe those programs which are there around the hospital on online central server where they get connected to each other and you get all the services on them, even on the banking sector also.
That's not a SaaS product. That is actually designed for their use case. Okay, that is designed for their particular use case to run the business. It's not like, and every banking solution is very different.
Okay.
Okay, so I can give you I'm sure you all must be using Gmail. Right?
Yeah.
Gmail account, right?
Yes.
Google, this G Suite. This is also an example of SaaS. Whosoever wants, you just sign up. Since we are using it for personal at personal capacity, so we are not paying it. But the moment, or if you will cross the limit, right? Like let's suppose they are giving up to 25 GB in case you want to buy extra, right? You can pay per use, right? That is also a SaaS model. Or in case you want for your company, you want the G Suite, like where you can create your employee accounts, or you can have the cloud services. So that will again be a SaaS product only. So like Google Cloud, GCP, or AWS, Amazon Web Services, all are examples of the SaaS product. So basically SaaS business model is majority of the time it is on subscription model. Okay. So this is a very good business model example nowadays, because now digitization is everybody wants their organization to be digitalized, right? So now there is a need of more and more SaaS products. And the key business objectives that are associated with adopting a SaaS delivery model is first, the agility. Okay, that is the broader goal of the SaaS, and successful SaaS companies are built with an idea that they must be ready to continually adapt to the market, customer, and competitive dynamics. Then the second is the operational efficiency. Okay, so because without having the operational efficiency, SaaS products cannot promote, cannot scale, and it will be very difficult for them to balance the load. Okay, so operational efficiency is required. Then the frictionless onboarding, like for example, if anybody of you wants the Zoom subscription, right? The more you go subscribe, pay, and then you're good to go. So the frictionless onboarding, right? Without any delay, that is the beauty of the SaaS products. Then the market response and the growth. Okay. So basically SaaS is a growth-centric business strategy for what I have seen in like majority of you are into yes, the two who are into education domain, right? You can have a SaaS product. Okay, you can build up like a product for learning, having the SaaS business model. Okay, and because SaaS is a growth-centric business strategy, aligning all to the moving parts of the organization around agility and efficiency gives SaaS organization the ability to target the growth model. Okay, so there is a no limit. Initially there are some expenses involved, but once it is proven, and then if there is a product market fit, then SaaS companies usually their growth trajectory is very different in comparison to the other business model. Okay, let me share. You're able to see my screen?
No.
Oh, just a second.
So how can we relate to a business model like mine, which is into a manufacturing and on e-commerce?
Just a second. I think he has not given me the option to share my screen. Anybody of you are having
There must be an option to share, because we being not a co-host, we still have that option. There must be some green button which is share.
Oh, okay, okay. Yes, yes. Just
You
a
are
minute.
the host, you can share.
Okay, okay.
Yes, now it's visible.
It's visible, right? Okay. Okay. Yeah, you've been asking something. Can you repeat your question, please?
Hello?
Yes. Can you repeat your question? I can hear you. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I think she is on mute. Now she has unmuted.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can hear
So,
you.
yeah. So I am into manufacturing and want to explore myself on e-commerce platform. So where can SaaS can help me?
There is some lag. Can you repeat your question? You are into? Let me turn off my video, then I think I'll save some bandwidth. Okay, can you please repeat your question again?
Hello?
Yes.
Okay. So I am into garment manufacturing.
Okay.
And I wanted to explore myself into an e-commerce platform. So
Okay.
where SaaS can help me?
Okay, so basically, maybe the retail stores, right? Who will give you the orders for the manufacturing, right? Whatever you are manufacturing on a at some regular interval of time. So if you have a group of retailers, okay, then subscription, this SaaS-based subscription model is appropriate for you, where they can subscribe. So you can have some subscription model where they can pay and get some additional discount for their monthly orders. Okay, there the SaaS product can be a good fit for your use case.
You mean to say?
I think there is some network issue from your end. Others are able to
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. Is it like something like India Mart kind of a network?
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Absolutely. Okay, where they can subscribe, but you have to think for the value proposition what you're giving. So today what we will do is now I understood your business, and and then you maybe in following sessions we will discuss like how you can build your SaaS product. So first, in today's session we will brainstorm what a SaaS company does, what kind of products they make. Okay, and then what all should be the building blocks we should keep on working in order to make our business model successful. Okay, so I'll quickly mention about the SaaS business model. Basically, SaaS companies make software products. Okay, Zoho is a classic example of a SaaS company. Freshworks is a classic example of SaaS company. Google is a SaaS company. Okay, so they used to have the subscription cycle with the users. Okay, they can subscribe on a pay-per-use basis. They can subscribe on monthly basis or quarterly basis or yearly basis or multi-year. Okay, so there will be a recurring payment occurred. Okay, so this is the life cycle of the SaaS company. And the main benefits of the SaaS model is the scalability. Okay, if your technical architecture is in such a way to it can scale to any level, nothing like that. So for businesses, scalability, load balancing, getting the recurring revenue and the higher flexibility. That is the main benefit of the SaaS model. For users, it is cost efficiency, right? Because SaaS products, for example, if I'll give you the example of AWS, right? What does they do? Amazon Web Services, they do provide, there are many data centers, I think in Mumbai, in India, Mumbai, Pune and Nagpur. They have a very big data centers. Okay, so they have the data centers where they are maintaining the servers, and the companies like us, right, who need to build SaaS products, we will use their data servers and we will pay for the usage, right? How much for the application hosting, for the database. So whatever the amount of based upon the amount of usage, we will be paying to them. Okay, so for us, it will be a zero technical infrastructure investment. You need not to have a one big server room where you can have a network engineers maintaining it, right? Looking for the outages. You need not to worry about it. So that is being taken care by the cloud companies. Okay, so where you can put your application, it will run 24/7, and they are responsible to manage it. So that way, you have a zero technical infrastructure investment. So that is one benefit of the SaaS model to company who are building these SaaS products. Then low risk, as I mentioned about the outage, about the maintaining the network engineer, you need not to worry about it. So there is a low risk, right? Accessibility, it is very important. It will be highly accessible. The products will be available if you have deployed your product in a very robust way, it will be available to the users 24/7. For example, Zoom, whenever you want, you just create it. It is available all the time, right? So accessibility, low risk, cost efficiency is the main benefit for the users. And you can also, like when you are you will be selling your product to your customers, you can tell them like there is a zero infrastructure investment from your side. We will be managing it. Okay, and on your behalf, cloud companies are managing it. Okay, your responsibility is to build the product, right? You, with the help of the developers, engineers, you can build the product, deploy it into the cloud servers, and then make it available for your end users. Any questions so far? Okay, now I would like to start and give you some inputs, like what a potential investor look for the startups, look in a startup, irrespective of the domain, right? You can be in any domain. So the 10 things which they look is the opportunity entrepreneurial fit, then the customer problem fit, like is the problem really exist or not? Okay, then the problem solution fit. If there is a problem, what is the solution which you are bringing to the table, right? As you mentioned about the learning module, where you want to onboard many teachers who can, and then you want to seamlessly deliver tuitions or learnings to students whosoever enrolling to your platform, right? If that is a problem, and there are many solutions. It is already a crowded market, but what is the unique value proposition which you are providing through your solution? If that problem is existing, then what is the offering you are providing and what is the business model? It could be the SaaS business model. And this is a very good example. I can say like where anybody whosoever wants to learn, right? just subscribe it with their favorite teacher, have the sessions with them, and then later on they can unsubscribe. So that is like what you are pitching. I think it is a good model, but you have to think in such a way like so that you can be a key differentiator, okay, to other offerings. So so you all should keep in mind that what is something which your competitors is not providing, right? Or how you can differentiate from others. So that is something which you have to constantly think for your business model. Okay. Then how good is the team? I had mentioned you about like the main entrepreneurial mindset. One of the key aspect of the entrepreneurial mindset is let go and delegate. Okay. So you should have a core team in such a way so that you can use each other skill set in order to grow the company. And then the solution product fit. Okay. If you have the solution, where exactly it is it like has crossed MVP stage, or MVP is there or not, so they will check that also. Then the product market fit. So as you have noticed, like many people, they build the products for which there is no market. That is also not a good sign. Okay. Some people will build a product early, where that is also not like the timing is very important, right? Then the organization structure, how your team has been or organization has been set it up, and whether your organization is funded. Here I would like to highlight, like it is not necessary to have like your organization to be funded right from the beginning. There are many good examples of bootstrap company also, and Zerodha is one which is profitable from day one. Zoho, which is a SaaS company, it is also a profitable company. Okay, so it is not necessarily to rush for the investors and venture capitalists right from the beginning. Okay, once you will build your product, once it is out in the market and it is getting traction, they themselves will chase you. So the initial focus should be on building the product. Okay. And I would like to mention, like building a SaaS product is not an easy thing. Here you need to have your IT team in place. Okay. Because technology expertise is very much needed for in order to build the company, in order to build the product. And you have like either you can do it in-house, or if you want the third party to be involved, then you can always you can outsource this. But I will never ever recommend outsourcing if that SaaS product is very much needed in order to run your operational activities, in order to run your business, right? I will never ever recommend to outsource this, because they will take the money, they will build it, they will hand it over to you. Then again, it will be a challenge for you. So it is better to have, you can take baby steps, right? You can have like, you can hire interns from reputed institutions, give them some recognition, then have some full-time employees. So I will recommend at the initial stage to have good people in your IT team, so that they can build a quality product. Because if that is a bread and butter, then you cannot compromise on your product. Okay. Then what are
Ma'am,
the...
I have a question.
Absolutely, sure. Tell me.
So, ma'am, building a SaaS product, what technical expertise is needed behind it? What should be like the technical team?
Okay, so basically technical team, if you have the full stack developer, right, who can manage the database, who can manage the UI UX part. Okay, so if you have the full-time full stack developer, nothing like that, because you need like in your technology team, you need a person who can handle the database, who is a database expertise, then who is who is very good in writing the services, right? So whatever database you have, you have one front-facing UI part, you have the database. In order to connect these two, there is a need of the developers who can write services to connect these two components, right? So you need expertise, and then there are, I think you can explore. So first of all, you need to, if you have some technical team member in your core team, then you need to figure out like what should be the technology stack. Okay, whether it could be React, Node.js, Spring. So that you need to decide, right? What could be the technology stack, and then based upon that, you can look for the developers. And it will be good to have at the initial journey. It is good to have a full stack developer. Because if one is very good in UI, if he doesn't know your database, right, then there will be a dependency.
Right.
At initial stage, you should have a full stack developer. Once your organization will grow, if you have once you have more number of operational activities, then you can segregate it. One will take care of only UI, one will take care of only database, one will take care of only writing these services, right? Because because then that time you need multiple expertise. But in order to begin with, full stack developer is a good option. Okay.
Thank you.
Then what are the growth plans for the future? So for any SaaS company, like you can prepare your growth trajectory for considering next 4 years in plan. So maybe in first year, you will work on the development, you will release the beta version of your product. Okay. And then you will acquire 1 or 2 customers. Maybe in second year, based upon what kind of channels or what kind of funding situation you have, based upon that, you can have like through word of mouth, acquire more customers, build new features for in your existing SaaS product, right? So like that, you need to prepare the growth projections for considering the next 4 years, right? Okay. And then the most important, which any investor or angel investor or VC will look, is what is there for them. Because if the amount of money which they are giving to you, if they're not getting return, right? If the return is also by like keeping it in bank only, that much return if they will get, they'll not take a risk, right? So what is there for them? What is there? So that is called WIIFM. Because every investors or VC, they want to take an exit of minimum after 5 years. Okay. So you need to think for that in case you are raising the money. Now, I just want to summarize. So basically, the problem which you are solving, the kind of traction you are getting, the niche about your offerings, because the learning, two of you are in learning education domain, right? That is already a crowded market. What is the niche which you can bring to the table? That is important. What is the entry barrier for you? What how good is the team? Then what is the scalability, right? And the beauty of SaaS product is the scalability. You can scale it to any level. Then the innovation in your product and services, size of the market, how big is the market? If you are building a product for limited size, right, then no, they'll not be interested. But in case you want to capture, there is no harm if you are making your product and offerings for a very niche kind of people or niche kind of businesses. There is no good or bad about it. You can start with that, because once you will have more confidence, then you can build another product, or you can roll out another products in future. Okay. But in order to begin with, that is also a good thing. So basically, from investors' point of view, they will look at the market size. Okay, how big is the market? And the beauty of the SaaS product is like you can scale it to multiple geographies. Okay, whether you can scale it to other geographies or not, that is also a key parameter. And how much is the risk involved, basically, and what is your business model, earning model? Okay. So this is what they look for. And I just want to show this picture. It's just, we can visualize like how the entrepreneur looks like. So it's like a man riding a lion. People think that guy is a brave, and he's thinking, how the hell did I get on a lion? And how do I keep from getting eaten? Okay, because this is a journey where you will have multiple challenges. Okay. And one who will be persistent and overcome all those hurdles, nobody will stop from the success. And my advice to all of you is be consistent, some or the other day you will crack it. And if you will keep keep on working for another 3 years, then your company will grow. There is no doubt about it. Okay. So for any SaaS product, okay, looking at the growth, we need to think like how big is the opportunity. Okay. So you have to size the market, and it's not necessarily you can capture 100% market. Even if it is partial, then also it is good for you. Just read the industry reports, take expert evaluation, and then search for a repeatable and scalable businesses model. And also you have to define your customer persona. Okay. So it's not necessarily you can, let's suppose you have identified one set of customer persona, and down the line you notice like you can cater to another type of customer personas also, right? So it is better to sketch all kind of customer personas right from the beginning. Just think and have a brainstorming with your team and with your mentors, like who all can be the customer segments for your offerings, right? For example, if I take the example of I think two of you are in education domain, right? So maybe you can start with the middle school, and then later on, once it picked up, like then you can target the higher school students, then college students, then mentoring, right? There is no end, right? You are giving, you are tutoring them, and if you are teaching to students, you are a good mentor by default. So maybe
Yes.
in future, what you can do is like, and you can build a mentoring platform that could be a SaaS product, right? Where anybody who is seeking the mentoring, right? They can just subscribe and pay it, and then use your mentoring for some period of time, and so that could be another thing which you can add on, right? So you have to
Yes.
sketch the customer persona looking, being futuristic. Okay. So that is the beauty of the entrepreneurs, because you cannot think only for the limited period of time, or for the limited thing. Because if you want to grow your company, you have to think around multiple parameters. So today I'll tell you what are the main parameters which we need to brainstorm. And in order to do that, our approach should be very lean. Okay. Because what we have noticed is most of the startups fail from lack of paying customers. And the approach should be customer centric. Once you have customers, paying customers, you will get another level of confidence. Okay. And that will help your team also to keep motivated and build product around it. And I will, Dr. Jasmine, you are here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'll give you just, I want to relate one example because you are also brainstorming, right?
Right.
About your idea. So I'll give you example of my journey. When I was studying at NYU in 2008, I participated in a business case challenge. So from NYU, two of us, we went to Harvard University, and there was a problem statement to build a product targeting 18 to 34 years of target audience. There
Okay.
I had I modeled one product and showcased it, and that was around innovation only, where anybody can put up their idea. There should be such a ecosystem who can help it, which is very common nowadays. So back in 2008, when I presented this, that is around innovation only. Okay, so anybody, irrespective of their age, they came up with an idea. There should be some ecosystem who will handhold, who will groom the startup, who will groom that innovator and take their business into the market. Okay, so that I pitched in 2008, and I got second prize for that also. And I think It took me around 10 years to start that. So that was in my idea stage only. Okay. And I got the prize. That's it. I was back to like my campus, and then I like worked for around 10, 12 years. It took me around 11 years to decide and come back to India and start something of my own. So my last organization was Goldman Sachs. And so I started my journey. I just want to, I'm giving you the example because you can also be in the same situation, because the market is highly competitive. And in order to survive, we have to think very, and we have to follow our instincts, as I mentioned, and we should anticipate the failure. So in 2018, I started my company, Cunomial, which is a SaaS company, and we build digital products for the institutions of any sizes. So I found that there is a need of learning management system, because what I found was in India, only 15% of the academic institutions have their own IT infrastructure. 85% of them, they are not having it, and the 15% who are having are very well funded institution, per se IITs, IIMs, ISC Bangalore. Okay, so they are the having the IT infrastructure, and they have spent a lot. Like for example, ISC Bangalore is spent around 6.5 CR in order to build that learning management platform. This I'm talking you about 2018. So I found that there is a need. I spoke with around 50, 60 institutions. The common feedback which I got was, this is a good to have, but it is not must to have product. Okay, but I was very persistent, and I somehow in 2019, I rolled out the beta release, and I got one paying customer, ICR from Delhi only, Indian Council of Agriculture Research. That was my paying customer. But what happened was, because I'm still Cunomial is still a bootstrap company, and I really admire Zoho founder also, and unless and until it is required, I'm not going to raise money also. So 2019, I somehow cracked ICAR, who is still my paying customer. And when 2019, I onboarded this institution. 2020, this pandemic hit us badly, right? So this during the COVID, everybody started looking for the solution, and whomsoever I had reached out, like 50, 60 institutions, they started approaching me like, can we use your product? But looking at my bandwidth, because I built that product only with my 2 developers, we were only 3-member team. So I cannot I cannot, and also the feature set were not very robust, right? We were, because very early, I was in very early stage. So then people started looking for because, and or at the same time, I don't want to spoil the reputation also by giving the half-cooked product, because this guy, ICR, they were very, they were aware, like we are still developing the product, right? So during this pandemic, and everybody started looking for the good solution. And I think Teams, many solution. I think that time then LMS, this thing was crowded, and so many companies started building and rolling out their product. Right? So in order to survive during that period, the pitch which I had I had participated at Harvard University, that the idea which had presented over there, I just thought about it, and I found that there is no product in the market for the innovation management. So I quickly rolled it out using my existing set of features, because in my learning management also, what happens is like you have to take the details about the attendees, conduct the sessions for them, upload all the reading materials, videos, give them the assignments, all those things, right? So I took some features, and then build one product called Accubate during pandemic only to 2020, and within I think 4 to 5 months, I rolled out that product, and I was very honest and transparent to ICR, like we will be continuing supporting this product to you, but at the same time, so that time, then when I pitched about this idea, the VC, the director, she was very supportive. So she told me like, we are coming up with one scheme with Ministry of Agriculture, and we are setting up 30 incubators and accelerators across India in agriculture universities. Okay, so they said like, we don't have system in place. You keep on you carry on working for this particular product, and we will pay you. So they become my first paying customer for Accubate also. Now I have like very good institutions across India, per se, ISC Bangalore, IM Bangalore, IIT Kanpur, IIT Mandi, IIT Roorkee, TCS Foundation, KPMG, SIDBI, all are using the same product to manage the innovation.
That's great.
Yeah. So
thank you for sharing, ma'am.
Yeah. So the reason I shared is like, you have to follow your instincts, and you should anticipate the failure. Because if I should have continued working on that learning module, right? Because that became very crowded by very big companies, right? So it would have been difficult for me to compete during that period. So I quickly came up with another idea, rolled out the product, and always be honest with your customers. That is the beauty of a good founder and the good company. Because if you will inculcate this habit in your company, then all your down the line, all your employees will follow it, and you will not have you'll not face any issue during the support. Because support is very important, right? And you should be very transparent and very clear. Like, don't overcome it, because we have the tendency like, yes, we can do it, right? Don't ever overcommit it. If you will follow those 2-3 things, then they will rely, like eventually they will build the product. So I'll give you the example. I am Bangalore, because as I mentioned, right, they have a like very good funding in place. So they were using our competitors. So for the same product, I'm having around 3-4 competitors, that too from US. They were using, and it was 8 times more than like the costing is was 8 times more. But they were not very sure whether they treat us as a startup company only, right? Eventually this year, finally they decided, looking at our number of customers and the kind of support which we are giving to our end users, they subscribe to our product, and they have like unsubscribed to my competitors' product. So far, I have a 0 churn in my and every year they renew the subscription. All my clients, they renew the subscription and use the product for another year. Now they're multi-year signups also. So this guy, I am Bangalore, they were aware of my offerings, because like I had pitched to them multiple times, but they were they don't like, they were waiting for me, like if I will prove myself, then only they will use it. Finally this year we have onboarded them, and I have asked what were the main reasons you to subscribe to our product. Then they said the support, because we have heard a lot about your support, the kind of support which you are providing to your clients, and that was lacking to the competitors product which they were using from US. Okay, so building a product is a small one thing, but giving services around that product would be a key differentiator to your offering. So you should be very prompt, and this right from the beginning, right? You should tell all of your team members and employees to follow this, that they should be very, the turnaround time should be very less. Okay, they should help the moment. They should not think like today is Saturday, Sunday, like in case they are struggling with, or if they are finding and they're looking for some help, right? Your support system should be very strong. That will be a key differentiator to the product, because product, any technology company can build it, right? But the kind of support you are going to provide would be the key differentiator in your offerings. So basically, my thing is, you should follow the lean model and customer-centric approach. Try to have your good paying customers right from the beginning, and your process should be agile adoption. So you cannot build a perfect product in one iteration for any SaaS product, right? Whatever, even for for the e-commerce platform, and whatever you will build, there will be a multiple iterations, right? So you should follow the agile adoption, where you will take the feedback from your paying customers or from your stakeholders and try to make it better and better and better. I don't know how many of you have, so it took around 8 years to stabilize the Gmail. So Google took 8 years to stabilize it. Okay. So there are multiple iterations, and in like tech products, it is a common phenomena. So there are multiple iterations. So it is always good to follow agile adoption. And earlier there were like water flow model, like you decide whatever, and then so that was not a good model. It should be agile. So as and when you find some discrepancies, just work around it, make it better, and roll it quickly. Okay, so your approach should be lean model. Any questions so far? Okay, so for the growth of the company, and if talking about the SaaS product, right, or any I'll not only say SaaS product, any company, I would like to mention the 9 building blocks which comes under the lean canvas. Have you ever worked upon your lean canvas so far? Any one of you?
No.
Okay. So this is so I will give you one exercise today. Okay, maybe in following session we can set up, I'll talk to Dr. Arora, and we can set up another meeting, another session again. So I will give you one like an Excel sheet, okay, where there are 9 building blocks. For any company's success, if you will brainstorm around this 9 building blocks, nobody will stop you from getting success. And this you can brainstorm along with your core team members, co-founders, in case you're not having any team in place. For example, Dr. Jasmine case, right? Yeah, I'm sure your institution must be giving you some mentors, right? You can discuss with your mentors also. Okay. So if you will work around this 9 building blocks, this will help you to plan the growth of the company, and the challenges which you need to overcome, how you have to overcome. Okay, that everything you can figure out by working on this 1-pager template. So the first building block on this is the problem. Okay, so you have to basically.
Ma'am, sorry to interrupt, ma'am. Could you please share on the screen those building blocks?
Because yes, I'm going to share. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, I am. It's written problem. And then now customers.
Okay, so yeah, I'll explain you one by one, and then I'll show you the complete building blocks. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So the first is the problems. Okay. Here, I will encourage all of you to list down at least 3 problems your customers are facing, your potential customers are facing, and then list down the alternatives. I am sure for each of you, there must be some competitors. The competitor set is diverse. So I'm sure all of you must be having some or the other competitors, right? So in the problem building block, you have to list down 3 and try to make it very crisp. Okay, need not to write very lengthy text. You should be very crisp. It's a 1-pager template anyways. You cannot write it more than 100 words or so. So it should be very crisp, and looking at 1-pager template, if you will showcase to any of your, let's suppose there is a committee who is giving you the grants, right? They can relate like what exactly you are trying to do is looking at 1-pager template. Okay. So you have to list down 3 problems, and you have to list down the alternatives available in the market, which is basically your competitors. Then the next building block is the customers. As I mentioned, your approach should be customer centric. Okay. Start by identify a customer segment that you have envisioned buying your product and services, and hone into early adopters. So in the customer building block, mention like who all will be the customers, like students, like college going students, and you can make it into you can, like, let's suppose you have one product where you have B2B clients, right? Where you're targeting to B2B. So you can have one lean canvas for them, and for B2C, you can have another lean canvas. So you have to envision who all will be your customer personas and hone into the early adopters. For example, if I'll give you the example of Google also, Google and Facebook. So Facebook were their early adopters were Harvard University, right? Where they were building one social network communication tool, and for that they found like Harvard University students could be the early adopters. Similarly, for the Google, it was the Stanford University students. Okay, so you have to, and it could be your friends, families, your known person who can be your early customer persona. That is absolutely fine. This is the second building block. Now the third is the solution. So in our problem slide, we had outlined 3 problems, right? For each of the 3 problems, articulate a capability or feature that solves the problem. So what is the solution which you are bringing to the table? Okay, what is the solution which you are planning to, or the product or service which you are planning to make it as part of the solution? Then another building block is the unique value proposition. This is very important. It is basically a promise of value to be delivered, communicated, and acknowledged. It is also a belief from the customer about how benefit will be delivered, experienced, and acquired. Okay, so basically the ultimate benefit a customer is getting. Let's suppose there is a CV building company, and the unique value proposition which they are giving to their the students or any aspirants is getting a dream job. So that dream job, is the unique value proposition which a customer is getting from that company. Okay, so you have to think about the benefit that end user will get. So basically, it is a promise of value to be delivered. Then the channels. It is very important. Basically, channel is a path to customers, right? So taking the example of the learning management. So channel could be the Instagram, Facebook, where you will showcase about your offering. Okay, where your customers are sitting. So based upon the product and service which you are offering, you have to think for your channels. And channels could be like cold emails, writing a blogs, conducting a webinar, writing articles, participating in some events, trade shows, or some influencers. Your website is also one of your channels, then social media handles. And while choosing the social media handles, you have to be very careful to pick the relevant one. For example, if it is meant for the B2B businesses, then I think LinkedIn is a better option rather than Facebook. Okay, if you have young people whom you are targeting, then I think Instagram is a good option. So you have to think. So basically, channel is path to your customer, how you will reach to your customers. Okay. Any questions?
Excuse me, what is this retention versus referral?
Sorry?
Retention versus referral?
Okay, so basically, if you want to retain, right? Retain your customers before referral. So basically, it is, yeah, I hope you got the point.
Yeah, retention of our customers.
Yes, yes.
I was thinking about retention factor in our advertisements.
No. Okay. So now the next building block is revenue stream and cost structure. So basically, cost structure is like, in order to run your business operation, what are the costs which is involved? For example, if it is a manufacturing company, right, then the production unit, land lease, then salary and wages. Okay, so basically, in order to run your business for the SaaS companies, it is a development cost, right? then development cost, then cloud infrastructure, sales and marketing, branding. Similarly, you have to think through what are the cost structure involved in order to run your business. Because at one point of time, you need to, whenever you will get a grant or angel investor money, they will look at the cost structure and the amount of revenue you are generating out of it. Okay? Because ultimately your company should be profitable. So what are the revenue streams? Basically, how you are making making money. So if it is a SaaS product, coming to the SaaS example, it could be subscription, like for 1 month, quarterly subscription, yearly subscription, multi-year subscription. So that is one of the revenue stream. Then down payment, right? There are many companies who take the down payment. Then the licensing could be another revenue stream. Freemium model is one of the revenue stream. So you have to think like how you price your business and what model you are opting, business model you are opting for your company. Okay. Any questions so far?
Ma'am, what is the difference between a customer and a user? I thought the both are same.
Yes, both are the same. Basically, customers who are going to pay you, right? For example, again, I'll give you one example of SaaS company. Let's suppose I'll give you the example of my company only. Okay, so I have one product which is an innovation management system. So my customers are B2B institutions, right? Where institutions can be corporates, academic institutions, small and medium enterprises. Anybody can be my client. Okay, so now let's suppose IIM Bangalore is paying for my product because I'm not charging to the the students or the user who are they are having, right? Users are again IMB admins are also the users. IMB students are also the users, right? But eventually, who are paying to me? It is
right.
Customer, like B2B client who is paying to me, and they can have any kind of users, right? They can have like their mentor, evaluator, students. So though there is a category of the users. Basically, customer who is paying you, right? So in some cases, you will directly charge, it could be if it is a B2C model, you will directly charge to your consumer. So if we will take the example of the learning business, which in our cohort 2 of you are having, then I think the end user, right? The consumer is paying you. So consumer is your customer.
Right, ma'am. Got it.
Ma'am?
Yes.
I'm just relating this to my business. Like, suppose we are a digital marketing agency, and suppose we have designed a presentation for a client, and that presentation the client has to display in front of their clients. Yeah. So जिसके लिए वो presentation बनी है, वो users हो गए, and that company, those who are paying us, वो कस्टमर हो गए, मतलब आई मीन
हाँ, आपके कस्टमर हो गए। लेकिन आप मेरे को ये बताइए कि अगर आप कोई आप प्रेजेंटेशन आप अपने कोई भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए बना रहे हैं, वो फर्दर किसी और को क्यों देंगे?
नहीं, suppose they have a program, like suppose they have a program running in their company, and वो उनको अपने clients को दिखानी है कि what they are doing, or they have a project. Suppose they have a new project and they want to showcase they want to present this project to their dealers, right? So they hire us, and वो कहते हैं कि आप हमारे ये presentation तैयार करो, design करो.
Okay.
So उन्होंने अपने डीलर्स के लिए वो प्रेजेंटेशन हमसे बनवाई. So those dealers,
वो आपके कस्टमर हुए, वो डीलर्स. और जिनको वो प्रेजेंट करे वो तो उनके हो गए, राइट? वो उनके वो उनके कस्टमर हुए. तो एक तरीके से वो, लेकिन आपके केस में वो आपके यूजर्स नहीं कहलाएंगे.
I mean, suppose we are Meraki. Now there is a company A, मतलब मेरे client है suppose A company, suppose ABC company, right? Now ABC company hire us, and वो कहती है कि आप हमारे लिए presentation design करो. So that we can present that presentation to our dealers. So those dealers, those who are seeing that presentation, are the users. It's like that.
Yes, you can they can be the users, like ultimate users of your that, but your customer is the one who is
That
paying.
ABC company, right?
Right. Yes.
Okay,
ABC.
fine.
Yeah. Any other question? Okay. So yeah, so these are the two building blocks: revenue stream and cost structure. Okay. I hope you got the point, right? What is cost structure and what is revenue? Revenue is basically how you are making it, and what are the costs incurred in order to run the business is the cost structure. Now, very important part, building block is the key metrics. Basically, eventually you have to measure the performance of your company, and how you are going to do it is by listing down the key metrics, right? So basically, you have to monitor the performance of your company. And let's suppose it is a if a company has a mobile app, right? Swiggy, Zomato, let's take the example. So the key metrics, like how they will measure the performance, is by number of downloads. Because if you are if you have downloaded the app, it means you are going to use it, right? So with number of downloads is the key metrics. So that's how they will monitor the performance of the company. If I'll take the example of Google during their initial days when they built this search engine, number of search, right, coming to their website, that was a key matrix. So basically you have to choose a matrix that will tell you if your startup is progressing. If it is increasing, it means your company is performing well. Okay. And this will differ from business to business and change depending upon the startup stage. So that is a key matrix where you can monitor the performance of your company. For example, if I'll take example of this education company. So number of students enrolled, right, for tutoring. So number of students is the key matrix. The more the number of students, the more there is a demand for the solution you are providing.
Yes.
Okay. Then the unfair advantage. This is very difficult to articulate upfront. So basically, it is something. In the beginning, I had mentioned you about the uh, key differentiated part, right? So basically, unfair advantage is the parameter which is your competitors who cannot copy very easily. For example, if I'll take the example of Google, so that time Yahoo, Alta Vista, they were very popular company. Okay. And Google built one page rank algorithm and they got the patent for that. So that page rank algorithm was the unfair advantage, that algorithm. Similarly, unfair advantage could be the patents, exclusive partnership, logistics. So basically, the unfair advantage is like which your competitors cannot easily copy unless and until they will work very hard. But in case you have the patent, exclusive partnership, then it is very difficult, right? So you have to think through right from the beginning, like about the unfair advantage, which your competitors cannot easily copy. Okay. And I would like to list down a couple of unfair advantage which all the entrepreneurs have by default. They don't realize it, but your startup has. So it is basically the passion, the intellect, experience, the community, the willingness to listen, curiosity, first mover advantage, setting up the realistic goals, exclusive partnership, networks, speed of execution, location, flexibility. So these are some of the unfair advantage which most of the startups they have, and which will help in the in the growth stage also. And I would like to mention about the difference between a unique value proposition and unfair advantage. So basically, unique value proposition is a conversation you have with your customers. Okay. Unfair advantage is a conversation you have with your competitors. If we will take the example of Facebook, the unique value proposition to users like us is come use us because we have all your friends on the network already. Their unfair advantage to competitors is don't bother stealing our users because we have already everyone and their friends on the network, right? So
Yes.
I think there is one app similar to Twitter by government of India also. I think it's called Koo, right? It's Kuhu or Koo,
Cool.
something like that. Huh.
But it's not, it hasn't become so common yet.
Absolutely, yes. So, do you have any guts to build a platform like Facebook? No, right? We cannot because we know it is very hard to compete. Since it
Yes.
is government body, government money, they can afford it, right? Because they can like just drain money and then they can build something like that. So building a product is not, usability is very important. So any product, right? Any kind of product, usability is very important. If you make and also if you're coming up with some niche idea and niche product also, if you will make your users use it, nothing like that, then they will they'll stick to you, they'll not leave you. Similarly, the difference between solution and unique value proposition is unique value proposition, it describes an outcome while the solution describes how the outcome is achieved. Okay. So unique value proposition is a promise of the outcome customers get, while solution, it describes how the outcome is achieved. So if I'll give the example, so solution is job recruitment service. Unique value proposition is find your dream job in 60 days. So this is a subtle difference, but yes, there is, and you have to think through it. Okay. So this is the lean canvas. Shall I share here as only?
Yes, ma'am, if possible.
Is it possible to attach your computer? Okay, you
Ma'am,
can download.
in the chat box, there is an option file at the bottom left corner.
I have already, can you see?
Yes, receive.
You can see it, right? So all of you, please download this. So this is the 9 building blocks. And what I will suggest you is, maybe you can talk to Dr. Arora, who will take the lead of this, because Rahul is also not here. Any one of you?
Yes, ma'am, I'll talk.
Okay, so you can talk to him and then we can plan another session. Meanwhile, I will encourage all of you to work on this lean canvas. Okay. And like then we will have a discussion uh, uh, regarding your canvas, and I will give you some inputs on that. Okay.
Sure.
So basically, if I'll give you the example of the lean business model canvas of, so this is slightly different. There is a difference between lean model and business model. Since you have not worked on your lean canvas, I will encourage all of you to work on the lean canvas first, and then we will move on to business model. Okay. There are 5 building blocks, which is different in business model. For example, the problems, it gets changed to the key partners. Okay. For example, you want to build one e-commerce platform, right? You identified that there is a need for the e-commerce platform. You build it. Now, when you will work upon your business canvas, that problem you have already identified, you have a paying customer. Now, you have to, while working on the business model, this problem get changed to key partners. Basically, who all will be the key partners in order to take your business to another level. For example, if it is an e-commerce, then some logistic company, right? You need to partner with some logistic company who will provide the courier services. Okay. Then as part of the solution, what are the key activities which you are going to do it? Then key metrics change to key resources, right? So basically, who all will be the key resources in order to execute your offerings. Cost structure, revenue stream, channels, customer segment, it remains the same. Only and value proposition, it remains the same. Only change is the 4 building blocks: key partners, key activities, key resources, and customer relationship. Basically, that unfair advantage which we talked about, right? Unfair advantage is one which your competitors cannot easily copy. It gets changed with the customer relationship, because now if you are into the market, the kind of support which you are providing to your customer, it will be a key differentiator. And for that, what all you are doing it, are you collecting feedback, are you giving, if they are recurring, if they have opted for subscription, right? Are you providing some discount on their new subscription, something like that, in order to retain them, in order to manage them. So how you are building that relationship with your customer, that you need to work upon. So this is a typical SaaS business model canvas. Okay, so basically the key partners will be, you can, since you I'll just tell you from the technology angle. So there are many offerings, open solutions in the market. For example, even when when I was building the learning management system, right, there was a need by the ICR to have a video conferencing tool. That time Zoom was not like, we were not used to using the Zoom. Zoom was not very popular. It was just post-pandemic only. So I built a meeting app using one JhaCEO open source system. Okay, so basically your key partners will be basically who will help you to roll out your offerings very quickly. So I used the open source of JhaCEO to build that meeting app. So I was also having my own meeting app, but I was not able to scale it because I was having a limitation of only 100 people can join at a time. Okay, so that is the key partner. Then cloud service providers, right? Like AWS, GCP, IBM, Azure would be the key partners. Then the key activities like software development, maintaining the developer operations pipeline is the key activity which any SaaS product company will do. Key resources are the developers. Value proposition, zero technical infrastructure investment by the client, easily accessible software which will improve the productivity of the business. Then for the customer relationship, I can build good analytics, online support, have some webinars. Channels, it could be the self-service, like in your website, like for example in Zoom, right? If you want to subscribe it, you can go there and subscribe it. So it should be a self-service model. Then API integration could be the another channel. And customer segment can be any business users. Cost structure, maintaining the DevOps pipeline, then cloud infrastructure. Revenue streams can be a SaaS model, like user-based or pay-per-use. So that you can define. So this is a typical SaaS business model canvas. But today we will work upon the lean model. Okay. Any questions so far? No questions? Okay.
No, ma'am.
Okay. I would like to give you, I'll share some multi-billion startups and their lean canvas. Google, as you all know, it was founded by Sergey Brin and Larry Page in 1998. So this is a lean canvas. It looks very simple. Honestly, when you'll start working, you have to like literally brainstorm a lot. Okay. So as I mentioned, like Google, the problem which they identified was irrelevant search results of existing search engine. Existing search engine, existing was the Alta Vista, Yahoo, and Excite. Okay, hard to find what you are searching for. So I'll appreciate if all of you at least list down 3 problems which your customers are facing. As a solution, they want to develop a technology that would allow users to search and find relevant content. Okay, whom they have targeted, the customer segment was all the web users. And who are the early adopters? The Stanford students. Okay, then channels like path to customers is the user references. For example, let's suppose I am using Google. I'll tell my friends like it is better than Yahoo. The search is very relevant because back in 1990s, 2000, early 2000, the search was very inappropriate. You should have to go up to like 18th or 20th pages or 30th pages to get the relevant content. Okay. So the unique value proposition or the benefit which they were providing to the users was like a fast search and get the relevant content in first page. Okay, that was their unique value proposition. And the unfair advantage was the page rank algorithm, which I had mentioned to you, right? Key metrics was the number of the more the number of search, it means the there is a demand for the search engine. Then the cost structure was the hosting and the development cost, and revenue stream, investment and advertisement revenue. So basically, if you see, still we are not paying for the searches, right? So Google is generating revenue from the investment and the advertisement. That is their main source of income. Now they have like diversified into providing GCP, Google Cloud, Google Cloud, and there are multiple product offerings which they have in their portfolio. But back in when during their initial stage, this was the lean canvas. I'll give you an example of Amazon, which was founded by Jeff Bezos in 1995. So they started with they found that there is a lack of online bookstores. So I just want to say here, like you should be very foresightedness, and you should think what your users will be needing in coming future down the line after 5 years. You have to be little vigilant about it. Okay, so back in 1990s when Jeff Bezos thought about this online bookstore, internet penetration was not very it was not very common. Even in India, I think very handful of people were having the internet connection back in 1990s and early 2000. So he found that there is a lack of online bookstore, and it is very hard to select the book in offline store unless and until you know the book name or your friends have referred it, then only you will get it. Otherwise, it is very hard to search. And back those days, it was not like in today's grocery shop we see, right? Whatever we want, we just like look for it and take it in our cart. It was not like that. You have to tell the book shop keeper like what are the books, and basically you have to spend time. So he identified that problem, and as a solution he wanted to build an online bookstore with millions of titles. The customer segment whom he target was the book readers, and the early adopters were customers searching for rare and specialized book. So his target was only the rare and specialized books, okay, and those who are having the internet connection. Unfair advantage was lower price, okay, and then there was no competition for online. Like Jeff Bezos was the only one who was offering this solution. Flipkart tweaked a bit, and Flipkart also started their journey by book selling only. But any one of you can tell me like what is the key differentiator between Flipkart and Amazon?
Ma'am,
Amazon has
service.
other services also, as in they have their entertainment sector as well.
No. So when Flipkart started their journey, the key differentiator was cash payment. So you need not to pay upfront. Okay. During the delivery time, you can pay. That was the key differentiator. And from there, Flipkart picked up and they started
Okay,
offering
cash on delivery.
cash on delivery was the key differentiator. So this is the human tendency, right? If you are spending, then you will be worrying. And when they also started their journey, credit card was not very popular, right? Nowadays, it is very popular, credit, debit card. It was not very popular those days. And taking the example of today's e-commerce platform, for example, not e-commerce, like companies like Swiggy, Zomato, and Big Basket, Zepto. So what Zepto has done, they are promoting their offerings like delivery in 10 minutes, right? So we all like do cooking, right? And if we need something, so if you have both the offerings, Zepto and Big Basket, whom will you prefer? If you need, like you're cooking, you have started preparing something and realize like something is missing. What will you prefer, like Zepto or Big Basket?
For Zapto.
Right? Because they are promising like within 10 minutes, they will do the delivery. For Big Basket, you are not sure. It is just human tendency, like the perception or the the way they are promoting their brand, right? It sticks to your mind. So you will definitely prefer Zapto, even though it will be like though both are the pricing is same for in both the apps. But even though if it is like more also, you will prefer Zapto because you will get it in 10 minutes of time. Okay. So the unfair advantage for Amazon was the lower price and basically the time which you are saving, right? Going back and forth. The key metrics was again website traffic channels. They opted for the affiliate resellers. Unique value proposition was like buy books using a PC from home office without visiting several local stores to find a particular book. Cost structure was hosting and operational cost, revenue streams, direct sales. That was so. This is the example of Amazon. So I have like more examples, but I hope you got an idea. If you will work upon this component, whether you have a SaaS product or any kind of offerings, you can the growth will be multiple, right? The only thing is you have to think through this very diligently. You can sit with your mentors, you can sit with your core team members or like with your cohort members, work on your lean canvas, because this will give you more clarity and you will get all your unanswered questions, right? Like how much cost is involved, like how much revenue you are making, whether your company is progressing or not, whether it is profitable or not. And as I mentioned, you should have a customer centric approach. That is very much needed, right, in order to take your business to another level. Okay, so you should have a customer centric approach. I'll just give you some advantages of this lean model is basically it proposes a key metrics to evaluate whether the business is moving in the right direction or not. And you can account for uncertain conditions, assumptions, and incomplete data. So this will definitely help you. Okay. I'll do one thing. Do you want to work on your lean canvas now or you want to do it later?
We can do now also because it's like 3:40. So
okay.
I think we have time if everybody agrees.
Okay.
It's okay, we're fine.
So what we will do is we will resume back. Right now it is 3:40. Let's resume around 3:50. I'll give you 10 minutes time, though it is not very sufficient, but I'll give you yeah. So let's resume at 3:50, and whosoever will complete their lean canvas, they can present it and we'll have a discussion around it. Okay.
One thing, can you explain high concept? There was something high concept thing in the lean canvas. High concept design. What was that? High concept something
Which slide? Just a second.
in the lean canvas.
Yeah.
Actually, when you were showing that Amazon wala na,
Acha.
was there. High level concept, sorry. Yes, high level concept.
Okay. No, they had just divided this unique value proposition into two parts. It's not required as of now.
Okay.
So basically, high level concept for the company. They want to become the Earth's biggest bookstore.
Okay, that is their dream.
Yes, that's the
Okay.
company's tagline. So
Okay.
basically, you can put your tagline also in the unique value proposition.
Okay, fine.
Okay. So for example, let's suppose there is some SaaS company. They can say like think digital with that company name, right? So that will be a tagline. So if you want to, if you're thinking about digitalization, think about us. We will provide you the solution.
Okay.
Okay. So let's resume at 3:50. I'm not going to close this. Okay. I'll just myself. And then you all of you can start working on your canvas and let's resume at 3:50. Okay. Any one of you are done with your lean canvas?
Ma'am, almost ready. Actually, as I told you that it hasn't started yet, but yes, plan and everything is done. I'm yet to execute it. I'm in talk with people who I will need to work with. So I haven't done cost structure and revenue streams.
I can help you on that. If you have presented partially also, if you have worked, you can showcase it. I will
Okay.
help you on the cost structure.
Okay. I mean, I was actually making, I needed more time, but I guess that that wasn't enough. So shall I share my
Yes, you
screen?
can share
Actually,
because this is very short time. It will take like I'm sure you must have understood, right? Like this needs actually full attention, full brainstorming, right? And we can take up one, and maybe in subsequent session, what we can do is like once you will work on your canvas, we can have another session where we will go individually for each and every canvas, and then we can take it forward.
I'm actually, the time was short, so I have done on paper itself. So I have just written everything, and I'm very happy that I have done it, because this is finally I have begun with something formal. So shall I share the picture with you
Yes,
so that I can
yes.
explain? Just give
Absolutely.
me one second.
Sure.
Thank you.
Others, did you get chance to work on your canvas?
Yes, actually, as you said that it looks simple, but it requires lots of brainstorming. So we means me and my partner, we started when brainstorming. So it is taking lots of time. So we need another session definitely.
No problem.
So we have
So,
just jot down the problems only.
okay.
So I've also jot down the problems, and I've also written the points where I can work on. And if you want the points, I can speak the points.
Okay, no problem. You can work on your canvas. Maybe we can arrange another session. Maybe this time I'll plan to come Delhi in person, meet you all, and then we will have a workshop so that we can brainstorm around each and every canvas and try to help you on that so that you can.
That would be great. We really need another session with you.
Sure.
Indeed.
Sure.
Ma'am, can you please share your contact details?
Yeah, I will share you. I'll just put my email address in the chat.
Ma'am, actually, I tried to share my screen, but it's not allowed for the participants. So I have clicked the picture and shared it in the chat box. If you could see and open so that you can understand what I'm trying to say.
We are not able to see your message.
It's there in the chat box. I just posted.
No pic is there.
Just a second.
It's not there.
I did it. Just a second.
So Mati, what I will do is I will give you host
Ma'am,
access.
it's there now.
Okay. Yes.
Sorry for that handwriting. I was in a hurry and I had only 10 minutes to do that. So
no worries. I understand.
About fledglings. Fledglings means birds. So I believe I, as a teacher, see all my children as birds and they are ready to take their flight, right? So when we take our flight, we always see that all these directions and all that should be that, someone should be there to guide us, right? So this is how I consider myself. I consider myself still.
You are able to see the screen, right?
Yes, I am able to see that. Thank you. Okay, so my name is Sumati Sachin Oberoi, and the name of my venture is Fledglings Learn to Fly. So problems which I see as a teacher when I talk to parents, and again, I have to say this, that I'm also a parent, so I can see that learning, adopting life skills, we think that बड़े हो जाएं तब करेंगे, अरे अभी तो छोटे हैं, अभी क्यों कहना बर्तन रख दो या ये कर दो, plants को let's water and all, क्योंकि अभी छोटे हैं, अभी 3 साल के ही तो हैं, अभी 4 साल के ही तो हैं. This is what we listen from in-laws and from I should say from almost everyone. But when they are in class 5, 6, and 7, then we say, "Tu kuch nahi karta, tu kuch nahi karti," and then we forget that when they were toddlers, we forgot to bring those values in them. So I think learning and adopting these life skills very important, and then they have to parents actually have to get that platform where they can actually learn. There are n number of videos available. There are movies available, but everything talks about animals and plants and toys and clothes, but no one talks about these life skills. So first problem is that they have to learn and they have to adopt life skills. Second problem is the platform, कि पता तो है ये सिखाना है, सिखाना कैसे है, where is the platform, कहाँ सिखाएं. Schools are there, but schools come with their own limitations, so it's not 100% easy and possible for them to inculcate these skills. And then recapitulation is very important. It's like जो बार बार देखेंगे हम वही सीखेंगे, right? So solution is there is digital content, there is YouTube channel, there is Instagram handle, there is an application. You can go there and you can watch the content, you can read the books, which I really hope that I'll write quite soon. And then there will be objects which they need to use in their day-to-day life. Clothes तो daily पहनने हैं, so जो कपड़े पहनने हैं उस पर जो लिखा हुआ है, there should be a message so that they flaunt the pouch that they carry, or any stationery item that they carry, any water bottle, lunch box, उस पे कुछ अच्छा सा message, कुछ glittery सा, they may read it to their friends, because I, again, as a teacher, I have seen whatever they learn from their peers, they can never learn from parents or teachers or from anyone on the earth. So they learn from their peers. So when they flaunt something, they नई बॉटल लाया हूँ या नई ये चीज लेकर आई हूँ. So whatever is written, a student who is in class 1, 2, 3, they can read and they can flaunt it, right? So ultimately they start believing in that because they are reading it. So unique value proposition will be that learnings acquired in childhood, जब बच्चे हैं तब सीखेंगे, तभी तो एक better adulthood होगा ना. And this I can say from my own experience. I still remember when I was 3 years old or 2 years old, and it's not about me, it's about my relatives, my siblings, my friends. हम सब होते थे, हम गुरुद्वारे जाते थे, मंदिर जाते थे, आरती पूजा करते थे. And it's not only that, हम झाड़ू भी लगाते थे, हम रोटी भी बनाते थे. And क्योंकि बचपन में किया था तो अभी तक आता है, and we really feel proud कि आता है. And there are many other people who are from my same age, and they also are similar to what I'm trying to say. So they need to learn in their childhood so that their adulthood becomes better. Otherwise वो होता है ना, when you get married, मेरे husband को कुछ नहीं आता, और मेरी wife को या मेरी daughter-in-law को कुछ नहीं आता, या maybe मेरी mother-in-law को कुछ नहीं आता. So I really believe but whatever you learn in childhood, it actually reflects in your adulthood. So start early. And then there will be channels, like I told you, there will be social media, and there will be my company's website there, so they can shop, they can watch, there will be many things. So customer segments will be children of the age of 0 to 16, because once they become adult, they don't listen. They have their own life. So it's better when they are listening to us. To us means we are the stakeholders, teachers and parents and everyone, I think, around children. So this is what I visualize my baby, and my baby is actually fledglings. Thank you so much for the patience, and thank you so much for the time. And I really hope I was able to convey what I think as an individual. Thank you so much.
It's very good. Only comment which I have is like, how will you compete with your market, right? क्योंकि जिस तरीके से आप जो बोल रहे हैं लाइक अप्रैल्स में बहुत अच्छे से कर, वो तो जितने भी अभी जो बना रहे हैं, राइट, अगर वो दिखेगा कि हाँ डिमांड है तो वो क्विकली बना सकते हैं, फिर आप वहां पर कैसे compete करेंगे? What will be the key differentiator from your side?
Ma'am, actually kind of poems and stories I write, I think that itself is my USP. That is not in English, that is not in Hindi, that's bilingual, and kind of words which I choose, we are very comfortable. It's like bakwas mat kar is something which we don't want to hear. But there are certain words which are very peppy and which are acceptable. So I think I'm a content writer. So when I write, I try to pick those words which are easy for children to understand, but at the same time that will be acceptable by parents as well. Because I see when my child watches something, वो हिंदी का देखता तो वो इतनी अजीब सी हिंदी होती है. आई फील ये ऐसी हिंदी नहीं सीखनी, हिंदी सीखनी है बट ऐसी नहीं सीखनी. So and I will definitely, yes, you are absolutely right, there will be competitors and they will definitely copy, and they will also start working on that. Like you told me, once you start your journey you find solutions also when you see competition. So I really keep hope and keep my fingers crossed that I'll be able to stand out.
लाइक नो इट्स अ वेरी गुड. आई एम श्योर अगर आप लगे रहेंगे आपको और भी अच्छे आइडियाज आएंगे. आपका अभी सुन के मेरे को मेरे दिमाग में जो एक आइडिया आया है जिस पे आप वर्क कर सकते हैं, सिंस यू आर अ कंटेंट राइटर आल्सो, राइट? यू कैन क्यूरेट स्मॉल स्मॉल स्टोरीज, राइट? उसके अराउंड आप वीडियोस बनाइए. जैसे बच्चे पेपा पिग दुनिया भर का देखते रहते हैं, राइट? हमारा इंडिया में ही इतने सारे लैंग्वेजेस हैं, राइट? आप उसके अराउंड अगर ये बहुत अच्छे अच्छे लाइक उसके जो भी आप उनको की टेक अवेज देना चाहते हैं, स्टूडेंट या बच्चों को सिखाना चाहते हैं, उसके अराउंड अगर आप शॉर्ट वीडियोस बनाते हैं, यहाँ पर आप पैसा ज्यादा बना लेंगे, बिकॉज ये आपका एक्सपर्टीज है. दिस इज समथिंग विच जिसमें आपका एक्सपर्टीज है और विच अदर पीपल कैन नॉट इजिली कॉपी. तो आप इसके अराउंड अगर आप शॉर्ट वीडियोस बनाते हैं, कंटेंट बनाते हैं, क्योंकि अप्रैल्स वगैरह ऐसे है कि वहां पर आपको बहुत चैलेंजेस आ सकते हैं, बट यू विल फाइंड इवेंचुअली, यू विल फाइंड योर वे कि कहाँ पे आपका बिजनेस जो है सरवाइव करेगा, राइट? यू विल फाइंड योर वे. जो मैं आपकी बातों सुन करके जो मेरे दिमाग में आया, वो ये भी एक इनिशिएटिव आप ले सकते हैं, क्योंकि इंडिया में इतने लैंग्वेजेस हैं. अगर आप उसी में मल्टीलिंगुअल वीडियोस बनाते हैं, राइट, और वो आप जो आप मैसेज देना चाहते हैं, बच्चों को जो सिखाना चाहते हैं, वो आप कर सकते हैं. अगर नथिंग लाइक दैट, आप उसको सारे स्कूल के प्राइमरी स्कूल में आप उसको सेल कर सकते हैं, उस वीडियोस को, राइट? दे कैन बी योर एंड यूजर.
Yes, thank you so much.
मतलब आप जब बता रहे थे तो क्योंकि इसकी भी जरूरत है.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. I
share, Sumati. This
Thank
is
you.
really nice.
Thank
you.
So I think what we will do is we will like take up another session. Okay, like any one of you can talk to Dr. Arora. And meanwhile, I would share one video before ending the session. Just a second. You're able to see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
hope you like the.
Ma'am, it was beautiful. Thank you.
Most welcome. Yeah. So with this, I would like all of you to work on your lean canvas, and maybe in following session we will work upon the business canvas, business growth plan, and let's plan to have a workshop in person, and there we will brainstorm more. Okay. With this, thank you
ma'am.
so much,
Thank
and
Thank
good
you.
to all of you.
thank you.